Hi everybody, so my name is François, I'm the founder of Oncrawl. So today I won't do some advertising, but I'll try to share with you some actionable use case. But just before that, just remember to grab my friends Jeremy, Emma, or Gaëtan, who are here to grab your free trial if you want. Just a quick word about me. I love to read Google patents. I relax on the weekend by doing so. So just to let you know, I love to run tests with data. I'm a kind of SEO nerd, and that's why I built the Oncrawl platform. And what I want to tell you today that SEO is not an art. It's mostly science. And we'll see in a minute how we can leverage from there. So what I would like you to learn today is to stop gambling and to just start predicting. So I'm going to share a few slides about actionable use case and how you could combine data to build a more efficient SEO roadmap. So there'll be some best kept secrets shared today. First of all, my mission is to help your inner superhero grow. So the first thing is to be omniscient. So be seem like the Professor X of your website. Starting with log file analysis. What's very cool about log file analysis is that you know in real time what Google is doing, and we'll see a specific case. Because looking at logs, you can understand how many pages Google is seeing every day, how often he's coming to your website, what zone of your website is crawling, what are the new pages that are crawled every day. So it's very useful, and you can see some crazy stuff like this. This is the typical behavior of Google bots when he is rendering JavaScript. So we made a study for Brighton last September, and we realized that amongst like 250 websites from where we collect data, on average, Google bots is running GS every 24 days. So when he is scrolling and rendering GS, this is a typical behavior. He is running the whole website on a 24 to 48 hour time frame. So when you're looking at the logs and when you see that, this is when Googlebot is rendering GS. So having an eye within your logs will help you understand how Google is rendering your resources. So each time you see a big spike like that, Google is running your JavaScript. So, and you can, and of course, at Oncrawl, we are using fraud detection and reverse IP to detect that there are real Google bots. One cool thing as well is to, when you have an eye within your logs, you can understand when Google is switching you to the mobile first index. So it's always the same story. Google starts to test some stuff here, and you can see some pipes here. He is going on more pages. He is testing some stuff, and then boom, he is switching you to the mobile first index. And then as soon as he is switching you, he is scrolling your whole website on a 24 or 48 hour time frame. You can look at my Twitter, and John Muller has confirmed it. So looks like looking at your logs is definitely the thing to do now. One cool thing as well is that as soon as you are mapping your website with some regex or some scrapping, you set up some rules so that you can define each zone of your website. So this is a very short example. This is an e-commerce vendor. They are selling tires. So they've got in red a directory of garages where you can mount your tires. There are some red pages, and in green they get their product pages. What you can see here is that I've got a category called Other. This category refers to the garbage category pages with no value at all. They are not product pages, not brand pages. So they are pages they don't care about. So what you can see here is the proportion of unique pages that are called by Google every day. And when you look at numbers like the number of unique pages, looks good. But when you're looking at how many pages there are in each category, you can see that in the other categories there are only like 100 pages. So the garbage pages are like 100 pages. But when you're looking at how often Google is coming to your website, you can see that Google is consuming like 80% of its core resources for the garbage category. So this means that you may have a problem regarding your internal linking structure. So, and what's very cool with logs is that as soon as you're releasing an update on your website, that let's say you are trying to correct the problem, you can see that from one day to another, the core budget has been reallocated to product pages. So these guys made a great job because they made a switch here, and you can see that whole budget has been reallocated to product pages. So keeping an eye on your logs will help you understand that you are doing things right. Next thing, you should love it when it can come together. And you should know which ranking factors are mattering most for your website. So again, just quick examples. When you're combining your crawl and your logs data, so you're crawling your website, you're grabbing your logs, and you're combining, you're crunching both data sets, you can understand which ranking factor may influence Google bot behavior. So this is a short example with the volume of words. So what you can see here is that as long as you get more than 800 words, Google is calling 8 out of 10 of your pages. But as soon as you get less than 500 words, Google is just calling one page out of 2. So this is food for soul because you easily understand that if you have content, you'll get more chances to get crawled. And the big question is not about adding content because we are all SEOs and we know that adding unique content is great because Google thought this for many years. But the real question is how many words I need to add to my pages to get them crawled. Looking at the loading time, you know, we have always this question every day. Is payload a very big deal? You can see on this website, which is a classifieds website, that payload really matters. But what you need to understand is that all websites are not born in crawl. So if you're an e-commerce player, if you're a classifieds website, if you're an online media, Google won't behave the same. So just to be crystal clear, for a classifieds website, payload really matters. The content, the volume of content doesn't really matter at all because Google is pretty aware that building unique content for a flat to rent in London or a flat to rent in Birmingham, it's really hard to build massive content and unique content between two ads. So they are more sensitive regarding payload and other ranking factors. So crunching your data between your logs and your crawl data will help you understand what are the ranking factors that are mattering for your website so that you can build an efficient roadmap. Same thing for in-links. How many, okay, I need to drive internal popularity to my money pages. Okay, but how many links I need to add to pages to get them crawled or to get them active? This is a way to understand what's the threshold you need to reach. And you can explain a lot of stuff to your customers or to your bosses regarding is it important to have unique H1? This is the behavior of Google when you have a unique H1. they are calling 70% of this website when it's duplicated only a third. So this is a way to explain how important it is. And if you want to understand how much important is a particular ranking factor, just look at port frequency. And you'll see which ranking factor you need to work on first to tackle like crawl widget issues or activeness issues, because of course you can crunch that data with your analytics data as well and understand what are the ranking factors you need to work on to get a page active. An active page is a page generating traffic, so you can crunch that data as well with active pages. And this way you can understand very easily quick wins. And on that part, I just wanted to tell you that just be smart. Don't focus too much on technical SEO and try to apply common sense. Because here is an example. This is a very huge website, e-commerce, probably the biggest e-commerce player in France. This is the proportion of their active pages and their inactive pages displayed by depth level. So what you can see that most of their pages receiving traffic are located close to the home page. But let's look at their marketing. So they are selling like phones, computers, fashion, and let's say, imagine that the red category, which is computer category, let's say they are their main target. So you see previously that they are only generating traffic from page level 1 to let's say 5. And what we can see is that all the product pages belonging to the computer category, they are located after page depth level 5. So this is a very bad idea if your top priority pages are located like this, because there are very few chances that you'll get traffic on those pages. Crunching your data will help you extract the common characteristics of your active pages, like how many links do I need to have, how many words, what's the ideal payload. This is a way to understand what's your target for each ranking factor. So that's how you'll get an efficient roadmap. Same thing for usage metrics. I won't get into too much details here, but if you want to understand what's the behavior of your users, what are the usage metrics that Google might take into account for a particular zone of your website, this is a great way when you're crunching your analytics data, your logs data, and your crawl data to understand how users are behaving from SERPs to your website. Are they bouncing? Is there a particular zone that is more pathologic than another? This is a way to understand that. And of course, you need to explore new SEO universe. You need to watch beyond your crawl and logs data. For instance, you can add your GSC data so that you may understand. And this is an example actually it's a UK player. They are selling used car online. So they made a mapping, like they get make plus model reviews, which are their priority pages, make plus model to specific motorizations, stuff like that. And what you can see here is that in violet you get the pages that are crawled by Google and that are ranking. And you can see pages that are not crawled by Google at all, and pages that are crawled but not ranking. So that you're wasting Google time. This is a way to do more with your GSC data and understand what are the zones of your website that Google think are valuable. So this is a way to understand where to put your efforts when you are thinking about your SEO roadmap, your quick wins, or your long-term issues, this is a way to prioritize your actions. And of course, when you are crunching your GSC data with crawl data or log data, you can extract common characteristics of pages, like what you can see here is that pages that are ranking on the first page of SERPs. They look quite similar when you're looking at their crawl data. They got a big average number of words. They've got tons of links, and looks like they have a very light payload. And for all pages that are ranking after page 1, you can see that they are deprecated metrics. So this is a way to understand that these are the metrics that you need to reach for the zones of your websites that you are considering as a priority, because this is the metrics you need to reach to get them active, to get them ranked, and to bring more organic traffic to your website. And you can do tons of stuff when you're knowing what you're doing when crunching data, like when you're integrating Search Console data with crawl data. You can have an analysis of the impact of structured data. So, some of you guys may have implemented schema.org because you want to get some rich snippets. So let's say you want the aggregate ratings stuff, so that you get the little stars within the search, so that you'll get better click-through rates. And this is a way to understand how you can improve click-through rates if you implement structured data. So here I've got the click-through rate for pages without structured data, and click-through rate for pages with structured data. So chances are they are getting rich snippets, and you can see that they've got a CTR that is over a third of them. They've got a CTR that is over 70%. So you can just do your math and understand that if you're implementing structured data on pages that are already ranking, you'll get better click-through rates, so that you get more traffic, so that you can predict with a simple equation. You can predict how much traffic you'll get if you are implementing that. So this is a way to evangelize your bosses, your clients, on the importance of doing that kind of actions, because you get data, you can predict your return on investment, you can even predict sales. And talking about sales, you should add some finesse in your SEO strategy. Within Oncrawl, you can map your website based on any metric we have. So we collect the data from the revenues of this website. So we built that segmentation for pages that are generating more than 200k euros in revenues per month, or 5k revenues per month, stuff like that. And so that we map the whole website. And let's look at data. Here we have a representation of the internal linking structure. The red curve is the in-rank, so it's a score representing the internal popularity. And this is a way to understand how internal popularity may flow within your website. So you can see that obviously my pages are located close to the homepage. But is that okay when we are looking at business data? We can see that pages that are generating more than 50,000 euros per month in revenues, they are located at pages level 5 to 9. So that might not be a good idea. Let's drill down a little bit. When you're looking at internal popularity and conversion rate, you can see that pages that are generating very good conversion rates, they are located at page depth level 11 and 15. So that's really not a good idea because you are not sending enough popularity to pages that are converting. So think about that when you're computing your SEO data. Looking at popularity again, this is in-rank distribution. So for these pages, converting at more than 50%. So these pages, they look good because they get pretty good in rank, 8 and 7. These ones, they need improvements, but these ones, sorry guys, if you're in that situation, you're stupid because you are not sending any popularity at all to pages that are converting. So this is a way to understand that you may have a problem regarding building the right trend for your business when you're doing that. So I won't take the mic for too long. So the conclusion here is collecting the data is the basis. So, and it's at your fingertips, it's very easy. We've got plenty of tools. At Oncrawl, we try to make it very easy for you guys. It's like plug and play, push the button and you'll be done. Knowing how to combine your data and how to leverage from your knowledge as a business owner or as an SEO professional, combining the data is key. And as soon as you're applying that kind of method, you'll take better and better SEO decisions. So please start selling your return on investment to your bosses and enjoy the night. If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer it. And feel free to grab the Oncrawl team to get your future file. Thank you.